Hi, my name is Prateek and I'm a final year student of Maharashtra College of Engineering, Faridabad, and I'll be giving you a short session on Silverlight. Now, when you have visited your Microsoft website or the IPL website, you might have been seen an application which is known as Silverlight. Now, what actually is Silverlight? Now, Silverlight is basically a web development framework which is similar to features of your Adobe Flash, which you actually see in your playing animations and videos like in YouTube. Now, it basically provides a framework or a single runtime environment for graphics, animation and other visual effects. Now, the recent version which was basically released by Microsoft of Silverlight was version 4, which was basically released by 15 April 2010. Actually, it was basically developed by April 12, 2010, but in market use actually came in by 15 April 2010. Now, your Silverlight can actually work on most of your web browsers which are supported by your Windows and your Mac operating system. Now, most of the new mobile phones which you're actually using, like your Windows 7 mobile phones or the Symbian 60 series, will basically have this feature by 2010. Now, with your Silverlight, you can actually create many types of custom animation according to requirement. Like your if for example, let us take an example. If you wish to create your own media player, so by using Silverlight application and a little bit knowledge of your .NET framework, you can actually create an application according to your requirement. Now, Silverlight application basically can support your WMA and WMV formats without the requirement of a Windows media player or your ActiveX control. So you can actually create your own stuff without using more or less of the software. Now, Silverlight actually uses your XAML language to create your user interface and a little bit of .NET programming in order to create your requirements and in order to satisfy your needs. Now, Silverlight basically had 4 versions available in the market, and in Silverlight you can actually create any of the applications by using your languages such as Iron Python or Iron Ruby. Now, the 4 versions of Silverlight which are basically available in the market are Silverlight 1, Silverlight 2, 3 and 4. Now, Silverlight 1 was basically the basic edition which was basically released a lot of years ago, and it was basically hosted on Internet Explorer. Now, it basically had all the controls of Silverlight, but the main disadvantage of this technique was basically user input was basically given using HTML commands. Now, in using the Silverlight, now it basically had following features in Silverlight 1. Now, you can basically accept your input from your keyboard, your mouse, etc. It basically supported your video streaming or media playback, including your files like MP3, WAV, etc. And it basically used XAML language to create user interfaces using XML language coding. Now, in this case, you can now in Silverlight 1 can basically be activated using an HTML command coding, which basically activates your XAML page. Now, then after that, you basically had your Silverlight 2. Now, Silverlight 2 was basically again hosted on Internet Explorer, but it basically provided some of more configuration facilities along with your .NET tools and your development CLI languages. Now, in this case, you can basically create your widgets which you basically see on your Windows Vista or any sidebars which are basically available in today's world. Then finally, you have your Silverlight 3, which basically had more of or less new, which basically had more of features like your tree view, grid view, page editing view, etc. for your data requirements. Now, this was basically the first Silverlight to basically be used up in Google Chrome software. Then Silverlight 3 can basically be used for interlinking and deep linking between the various Silverlight applications. Now, then you basically have the most recent and the Silverlight application, which is Silverlight 4, which was basically developed by April 12, 2010 and finally came into market by April 15, 2010. Now, it was basically released in Vegas in Mix 09. Now, this is one of the most coolest stuff you can actually use up because it basically supports your microphone. It basically provides your internet it basically supports your microphone as well as your printing facility, and it basically is supported by most of the Google Chrome web browsers, and it also allows you to create your rich text boxes which is currently being used to create more of the applications. Now, Silverlight basically can be programmed using .NET framework. Now, you basically require a software which is known as Microsoft Blend, which is basically used to create Silverlight applications according to requirement. Now, at the end, I'll just say that if you're creative and if you really want to do creative stuff, you can actually use Silverlight to bring out your imagination. Thank you.